Hey, what's up? This is Dillio T2K coming to you again. Tonight's topic, Maschine. You know I love talking about Maschine, but man, I keep getting these comments talking about Maschine was not meant to be a standalone device. And let's just talk about the logic of that, because the first thing I say to these folks, I'm like, okay, where did Native Instruments Maschine? Where did Native Instruments say that? Where did Native Instruments, where in the forums was Native Instruments Maschine not meant to be standalone? Let's talk about why wouldn't you want to use it by itself? Well, let me tell you what you run into if you use it as a plugin. Like, for instance, if you use Native Instruments Maschine as a plugin in Pro Tools, the play button on this here thing does not make your machine play. The space bar, while in the Pro Tools windows, will make your machine play. But that's not what you want. If you got a play button in front of you, you want something to stop playing. I mean, real talk. Do you really want nothing to happen when you hit that button? Why do you have the button there in the first place? I mean, like, seriously, if Native Instruments Maschine was meant to be nothing but a VST plugin and not a standalone device, then all these navigational controls would not be on there. But they're on there. Why? Because it's meant to be a standalone device. Why would you want to have a DAW running? Now, see, not everybody has a swole computer with 12 cores in it that's going to run Pro Tools and Logics and Reasons and Fruit Loops all at the same time with Maschine. Not everybody going to have that. So I'm going to speak to the folks who don't have all that. Why would you want to have a DAW running at the same time while running Maschine slaved to the system? And it's like what's the point of that? Because you're going to take up more RAM. That's more RAM. You got to take care of the RAM for the DAW software. You got to make sure you're streaming all the audio files and MIDI files from the DAW software. And then the computer also has to process the audio sample files in RAM in Maschine, and then also the MIDI data between that, and also the MIDI data between your MIDI keyboards, all that at the same time. And you can do that all on Maschine by itself. You can do it on Maschine by itself. And then even another thing, I mean, you can even hold down the mouse button on the groups and click and drag your WAV files wherever you want anyway. I really don't understand what's the whole point of that. You know, it's just crazy. This is why I like Native Instruments Maschine as a standalone product, and that's why I miss so many things that I lost when I went from FL Studio to here. But then I've gained some things as well. So I gave up a lot, but I got a little bit. I gave up a lot, but I got a little bit with Maschine. Real talk. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But I'd rather have one controller. When I'm making music, this is me. So what the Maschine say, don't get all butthurt about this, but this is me. When I use Maschine, I like to have everything right there in one piece of software on the screen, running my plugins, running my effects, running my MIDI. I got my controller right here, all in one place. The less windows I have to deal with, the better. The less steps to get to where I want to go to route my audio back and forth and stuff like that, the better. So that I can create more and be more focused on creation. I don't want to have to worry about my polyphony in Pro Tools compared to how many things I got running and seeing if my computer processing will hold that all down. I don't feel like worrying about that. And it's less likely to cause problems when I just do everything on Maschine at once. I remember when I got Native Instruments Maschine first, and I was trying to use it in FL Studio, and it just was not working for me. But this is the time when it was 1.5 and it didn't have VST plugins. And it was just a really booty crap experience. And the reason I tell you that is because, you know, FL Studio, you had to hit play on FL Studio for the machine to run, and you got to record and stuff like that. And then sometimes Machine wouldn't even start on the right beat compared to what FL Studio was. And you could tell the FL Studio channel to not play anything, and Machine would still run. It's just one piece of software doing everything I need to do on it. You know, I mean, like, I know there's workarounds. You should do workaround. Get the workaround. I don't want to do workarounds. See, when I had FL Studio, I didn't have to do a lot of workarounds because everything was up in there. The time stretching, the side chaining, the processing, the signal routing that I wanted to do, even tracking in vocals, just rope vocals. I didn't even have to do my full Pro Tools sessions. I could cut rope vocals up in there. So I have my ideas laid down so when I go over to Pro Tools, I'm good. Trust me, if it would be stupid of any music software company to not to put out something to sequence with a hardware controller and it's just stupid. And it's going to be stupid. This is Dillio, and I have no catchphrase yet. Peace.